Okay. 11th day of the 80-day distilled water fast. Today is July 31st. July 31st, 2014. So, enjoying my walk right now. It's a Thursday. Had some overtime. So, I did not walk this morning. I work from 3 a.m. I woke up at 6. And 6:30, at 6 to 2:30 is my regular schedule. So I was able to do that today. I'm doing my same route as yesterday. Yesterday was about a 3-hour walk, so it's going to be about the same today. Next thing you're going to see is the measurements at Rite 8. When I get there, you'll see my high blood pressure, my pulse, and then my weight and my body mass index. So that's coming up pretty soon. Alright, but in the meantime, I'm enjoying the walk for Thursday again. Can't wait and see how much I lost. Alright, you'll see you next. There we go.
Welcome to the Higgy station. Click next to get going. Are you a guy or a gal? How tall are you? When were you born? So, does this sound like you? Let's check your blood pressure and pulse. Place your left arm in the cup. Turn your palm to the sky. Relax and breathe normally. Press begin to get started. If you'd like to cancel this test at any time, press the red stop button above the screen. Breathe easy. Clear your mind. Just keep breathing normally. Nice and relaxed. Excellent. Good job. Almost done. And we're done. Here are your results.
Okay. 100/63 and 93. Over normal. I got the rest a lot today with people waiting in front of me. But remember, it's Thursday, July 31st, the 11th day of the 80-day distilled water fast. Now the next one is the weight. Let's see here.
Great job. Here's your Higgy score. Want to track your Higgy score and stats? Click Save Results below.
Okay. All right. Let's see. This thing, I gotta check this out. I'm sorry. you. Look. All right, I had to make sure that it was working. Okay. Sorry about all the phone, moving around, but I wasn't sure that this camera doesn't have a front view so I can see what's going on, so I had to make sure that it was on. In any event, it's the 11th day of the 80-day distilled water fast. It's a Thursday. It's the last day of July 31st, 2014. And so in 11 days, the total that has been lost, as you saw today, is 201. When I started on Sunday the 20th, when I went to measure, my weight was 221. And so 11 days later, by the grace of God, I lost 21 pounds. And now, all the way up to last Sunday, it was 203, if you remember. And then it went up on Monday, I believe it was 208. Because I drank a lot of water. Because on Saturday I did not drink any water or any food at all. And so on Sunday afternoon and Monday I was drinking a lot. And then little by little start coming down, and now it's 201. Okay, so the total has been lost so far is 21 pounds. So praise God for that. And one thing that I'm finding interesting, this body that God has given us, this is His temple, by the way, in it He places the priest for the Word, which is our soul, who is the priest, to handle the Word. And the Word is Himself, it's His Son. And but it will take a little time to talk about this body. This body is awesome in the way that it can be trained to do many things. So people train to be a runner, some people train to be a weightlifter. This body can adapt to so many routines, And what I'm finding out as I'm doing all these fasts over the years now, is that when I'm doing this fast, I feel so good. I don't feel weak anymore. There are some moments of discomfort, like I explained on Sunday, that I was feeling, like gas, but that's because the body is swollen when you eat all this acidic food. Now, when you start eating just fruits which has distilled water in them, or just the pure distilled water, all the stuff has to come out. And so, it's looking for a way out. So on the way out, it will create some discomfort, but it won't be like a long time. It'll just be for periods of, maybe an hour at the most in the whole week. They got some time of discomfort. But other than that, there hasn't been any weakness, Been feeling very good and energized. I've been keeping up with the walks. I've increased the walks up to 3.5 hours today. And so to me, it's like excellent, And it is when I think of food that my stomach begins to create a gas just by thinking of some food. So I immediately don't want to think about food, because I begin to feel bloated just by the thought of cooked foods, but not by the thought of fruits, though, And so my body is being more adjusted to fruits. And right now, the fruits that are in season in the routes, in my walking route, is figs, a lot of figs. And so that's what I've been eating. Today I had like 5 figs. And so I had 5 figs the day before. And it's been like that. So it's mostly half a gallon of distilled water and 5 figs every day. That's been the way it's been going, And even though I do overtime, I'm working. I work my 8 hours. And then sometimes I do 3 hours overtime, so a total of 11 hours. And still on top of that, I manage to have energy. So to me, it's awesome the way God created this body. To be so efficient, if you please. It's not just for consuming, It's mainly for producing a lot of care. A lot of things in the world need to be taken care of by instructions. And that's why we listen to the words. And so when we want to just live in obedience to the words, to do the care of the instruction that have been provided to us, the life of fast, I think opens up, a whole life of body economics, if you please. I have noticed that I haven't had an increase in pay in years. Just this month, as a matter of fact, It's the first month after working 6 years in my company that they increased my pay hour rate by 1 hour. And I haven't even asking for it. But I've noticed that whenever I'm in a fasting time, I get to save a lot of money. And I have bought the equipment that I need to do these things. I bought the cameras, the webcams, the professional microphone, the projector, and all these things, because I get to fasting and I get to save a lot of money, because you don't have to spend too much money on buying food. And so one thing is you learn to economize. So that's one thing. And another thing is we are in a period of drought right now. And I'm noting that I will be able to survive a drought the way my body has adapted to this right now, because he needs so little, and yet he's energized by so little. So, that's something most people discover when they start the life of fasting, times of weakness and all of that, get very sleepy. But remember, that's because all the acidity that's built up because of the cooked foods is coming out. And so the body will be like that. But once you get all these things out of your system, that's easy to use. The body is very economical, you will discover. And you can go, and so I don't know what I'm going to do, but the way it's going so far is just marvelous. I have strength. I don't need that many hours to sleep. After 4.5 or 5 hours of sleep, I'm fully awake, because the body is not using all the energy to digest foods. And there's nothing to digest, so you're more alert. So I don't know, it's very encouraging to see what's going on. So I just want to thank the Lord for what He's doing so far, and for training this temple of His now to subsist on so little, and so right now I know I kind of look thin, but I don't know what it is, but I do weigh that much. Most people that see me don't think that I weigh this much, but with my clothes and everything on, they say that I weigh 201 pounds right now, and so we'll see what's going to happen in the days to come. So I'm just eager to see where the Lord's taking it with this. And so I'm going to keep track of this every day, even if I don't get to talk too much afterwards. But at least I'll give you a little glimpse of my walking routine, give you the date. When I'm not able to do it. If I'm not able to do a little talk like I'm doing right now, it's because I had overtime, or I have overtime that's coming, so I have to manage my time. But still, I'm going to do this every day, so you will know what's going on, by way of the measurements and by way of my walking. Get a little log of that. So praise God for that. So I'll keep you informed what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm eager to see. So praise God. God bless you.